So Liam Neeson went on The View, a show that I don't understand how it's still on the air. You know, I don't understand how anyone with a brain can watch this show. I really don't. The only reason why I think that anyone with a brain would even watch a show like this is when they bring on guests like Liam Neeson. But they bring on Liam Neeson and they totally attack him the entire time. They make him extremely uncomfortable, and he destroyed them afterwards, saying how uncomfortable he was. He completely exposed the hypocrisy of The View, because I guarantee you, if this was another show and it was the other way, if it was 5 men and 1 woman, I guarantee you they would talk about it on the show the next day. They would make fun of it. They would say how horrible it is. They would say that these people need to be in jail. The show needs to be taken off the air. They need to be canceled. I guarantee you. But they, for some reason, feel like they're too high and mighty to live to the same standard. They think they can just do whatever they want. Let's check it out. They obviously made Liam Neeson extremely uncomfortable. Be prepared.
I guess you haven't been here in a while.
Long time, and I was there in the studio.
Yeah.
Take note of his body language, by the way. At first, he's very engaged in conversation. He seems happy to be there. He seems like he's happy to talk to these people, which I don't know. I don't know how. He's a good actor. I guess we'll say that. But pay attention to his body language, and you can see it change immediately once they start talking about him in a very strange way.
It's a really long.
We
talk about you so much, I feel like you've been here.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
No, you talk about it so much.
Don't blow my cover.
Joy wants to get taken by you.
I will find you and I will kill you. I love it.
So you can see him start to get a little bit uncomfortable there, but you know, it's still it's all jokes and stuff. You know, everybody's laughing. Yeah, it's nothing's too bad yet, right? But you can see him start to get a little bit uncomfortable. He's a little bit like, okay, let's talk about something else that's not, you know, my good looks, please.
So
Liam Neeson slams The View, saying he was uncomfortable during a recent stop by the daytime talk show.
that's true.
The actor appeared on the ABC show last week to promote his new flick, Marlowe.
Going down the rabbit hole. I'm not afraid to take you with me. I do like this thing about not being afraid. Well, you should be.
But now, Liam tells Rolling Stone that the whole thing was a bit embarrassing because the panelist kept joking about Joe Behar's long-standing crush on him.
I got this Valentine from you today.
Look at him, dude. Look at his reaction whenever she pulls that out. Like, you can tell he's just like, are you serious? Like, are they still going? Are they still on this bit? Like, I just want to promote my show, man. I'm just here to have a conversation about my new show. Not about how good I look or how much you have a crush on me your entire life. Like, this is just weird, dude. And I'm gonna keep bringing this up, but just imagine if this was 5 dudes and 1 woman. The View would be all over that. The View would be all over that, saying that this show needs to be taken down, taken off the air permanently. All the people need to be canceled that are involved. You know that's true.
Long-standing crush on him.
I got this Valentine from you today. It says,
Look at his face,
Happy
dude.
belated Valentine's Day, Liam X. And then I was like, oh. And then I find out you gave it to all of us.
Liam tells the mag that
I can't get over how uncomfortable he looks through this whole thing. Like, the look he gives the camera right here whenever she pulls out the envelope. You can tell that he's uncomfortable right there. And honestly, they should have cut it out right there. But they kept it going. They kept it going for sure.
Valentine's Day, Liam X. And then I was like, oh. And then I find out you gave it to all of us.
Liam tells the mag that prior to his sit-down, he was in the dressing room watching the ladies talk about gun violence in America. During the break, he says he went on stage and praised them for having such an important discussion.
It's not about winning over people. It's about telling as much of the truth as we have.
But when it was time for his segment, things took a turn.
It's no secret that Joy thinks you're
So backstage, they were all having a conversation about gun violence, you know, important topics. I'm sure Whoopi Goldberg had very intelligent takes on the whole thing. I can't imagine how intelligent The View must have been whenever they're talking about gun violence in America. It was probably some very high IQ stuff going on there. And Liam Neeson came on the show, immediately tried to bring that up, you know, talk about an important topic. Let's have an intelligent conversation here. And they immediately start talking about his looks and how much they all have had a crush on him for the longest time, or especially Joy Behar has had a crush on him for a long time. I would be uncomfortable too, man. Like, trust me, I get some weird things said in my live stream chats sometimes, and it makes me a little bit uncomfortable. Can't imagine what being on a live show when you're trying to go there to promote your show, promote a TV show that you're in, and they're just talking about your looks the whole time. Like, I can't imagine how uncomfortable that must have been.
hottest and the greatest ever.
Dude.
Joy thinks
It was time for his segment.
I'm going to rewind that so you can hear what they just said again. It's crazy stuff.
Things took a turn.
it's no secret that Joy thinks you're the hottest and the greatest ever. And in case
Look how uncomfortable he is, man. He can't even look up. He's just like, get me out of here, please. Can we abort mission, please?
In case there was any doubt,
Yes.
we have a few
Nervous drink.
times she's brought you up over the years. I think we have some video.
Have you seen this?
I would just like to have my ashes sprinkled over Liam Neeson.
That's a wild statement. Like, I don't even have to say anything about that. I'm gonna replay it one more time. That's a wild statement. I can't imagine being on the show, being already uncomfortable about the things that they're saying about me and to me, and then that clip playing. I mean, it's a little bit funny, but when you add it on top of all the other weird things that they've been saying to him when he's simply there to talk about intelligent topics and promote his show, I would leave. I would probably walk off the stage.
I would just like to have my ashes sprinkled over Liam Neeson.
So weird.
I mean, Liam Neeson right now, those kidnapping movies that he does get me so aroused. I can't even begin to tell you.
It's just all this BS with Joy and Liam Neeson and having a crush. And I've known Whoopi for years and Joy a little bit, but I just wasn't impressed. I'm uncomfortable in those situations, you know?
Am I blushing? Not joking. Am I blushing? She just asked, am I blushing? Well, is he blushing?
So, Joy, you received the checks. Right?
No, sorry. I'm speechless at this point.
Liam says he had a good, intelligent conversation with Sunny Hostin after the show. But his segment? Oof, 13, 14-year-old crush? It's just a bit embarrassing.
Yeah, he's embarrassed for them. And I don't blame him. He's embarrassed for how poor the show is run, for how stupid the people are who are on the show. Apparently, he had an intelligent conversation with Sunny Hostin after the show. I find that hard to believe. But I don't know. Maybe. I guess it's possible. Maybe they just play dumb on the show. I don't know. But I've never seen anything intelligent come from The View. This is probably one of the worst things that I have seen come from The View. The fact that he said that they were having an intelligent conversation backstage. He gets on the show, tries to bring up that topic, and they immediately just go to weird, like borderline SA stuff on the show. Like, if it was 5 dudes and a woman there, and they were saying that stuff to a woman, it probably would be regarded as SA. But because it's a man, nobody really cares that much. But it makes him extremely uncomfortable. And they just don't care. They're just going to continue on. You can clearly see that the guy got uncomfortable. But I'm sure they planned that before the show. They planned that they were going to do that. They were going to keep bringing that stuff up because they think it's funny. You can tell he's clearly uncomfortable, but they're not going to go off script. They're going to continue down that path and make him extremely uncomfortable for the whole show.
Listen, I've been on the air for 25 years. They know what to expect from me. I'm me. They know Joy. People know me. They expect the same thing again and again.
The thing is, it wasn't even, I don't like Joy Behar, but it wasn't even really her fault. It was the producers who put those clips in there, and it was her co-host that kept bringing it up over and over. It really wasn't her that was bringing it up. It was everybody else surrounding her that kept bringing it up and making Liam more uncomfortable as time went on. Like, I'm telling you, go back and watch that video and just watch his body language. He's extremely uncomfortable.
And again.
Yeah, Joy's been delivering her signature and apparently sometimes cringy humor on the show since it started in 1997.
I say this show is a volleyball game. It's not a golf game. Yeah. So if you know to hit the ball and then wait for it to come back at you and all of that, you'll be fine. Mm-hmm. That's the only advice I ever give anybody, really.
Yeah, I understand that's how she's been for a long time. But it doesn't change the fact that obviously Liam Neeson was very uncomfortable, And once you see him get uncomfortable, you start looking down, nervous drink, giving the camera weird, Jim Halper looks from The Office. Like, are you serious? Is this person really doing this right now? I thought we were going to come on here and have an intelligent conversation, promote my show a little bit. And now I'm getting, borderline SA'd on this show. It's crazy, man. It's just wild that The View is still on the air. I can't believe Liam Neeson is going on The View. I don't think he will be back, and I think that's probably going to hurt their chances at a lot of other guests because of the way that they acted and the way that Liam Neeson reacted to the whole situation. Let me know what you guys think about Liam Neeson on The View. What do you think about the way that they were acting towards Liam Neeson on The View? Let me know in the comments what you think about the entire situation. I personally think that The View was extremely out of line with the way that they handled this Liam Neeson situation, but let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think that Liam Neeson even overreacted possibly? I don't know. Do you think I'm overreacting? Let me know in the comments what you think. If you did enjoy the video though, please leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I hope to see you on the next one.